Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly. Knight c3 develops the knight to fight for the e4 square and to control d5. In the Nimzo-Indian defense, bishop b4 pins the knight on c3, preventing it from moving or protecting e4, and threatens to trade, disrupting white's pawns after b takes c3. e3 supports the d4 pawn and allows the light-squared bishop and queen to develop. c5 attacks the d4 pawn, defends the bishop on b4, and prepares to develop the knight to c6 behind the c-pawn. Bishop d3 develops the bishop to an active diagonal that controls the center and attacks h7. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade, a clear recapture. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. This is an equal trade. This threatens to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic. Castling gets the king out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. A solid choice. One of the best moves, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This kicks a bishop. This moves the bishop to safety. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A clear recapture. White develops the bishop and attacks the center. This creates luft for the king. This mobilizes the knight. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This protects the attacked pawn. Black develops further. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade, a straightforward recapture. A very strong play. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This takes an outpost, a solid choice. This connects the rooks, which helps them work together. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. The clearly correct move for a threatened queen. This is an equal trade. A clear recapture. This defends the attacked pawn. This is a fair move. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. The clearly correct move for a threatened bishop. This threatens to tactically win a bishop. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a bishop. This kicks a bishop. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This overlooks an opportunity to kick a bishop, a straightforward recapture. This overlooks an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. This overlooks an opportunity to move a knight to safety. Black activates the last piece, bringing all pieces into play. The pawn is now adequately defended. Right on target. The correct move to safety. This is the only good move. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. This is the only move that works. Very precise. This threatens to win a pawn by overloading a defender. Recaptures. This threatens to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. This threatens to win material by checking the king away from its defense. This stops the opponent from being able to win material by checking the king away from its defense. Applying pressure to black's pawn chain. This takes an outpost. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. This makes a passed pawn. This wins a pawn. This misses a better way to move a queen to safety. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This overlooks an opportunity to move a rook to safety. White can win a pawn using a fork with the right follow-up. This is not the right idea. This overlooks a better way to move a queen to safety. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This is the only good move. This is the strongest option. This threatens to tactically win a queen. This misses a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. White still has an advantage, but they no longer have a winning position. White was better off, but now their position is winning. This avoids clear danger. This misses an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This blocks an attack on a queen. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade, a clear recapture. This threatens to checkmate the king. This stops the opponent from being able to checkmate the king. This threatens to checkmate the king. This avoids clear danger. This threatens to tactically win a queen. Right on target. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be challenged by pawns as it tries to promote. This is an equal trade. A straightforward recapture. Very precise. This steps away from the checking queen. One of the best moves. This is the only move that works. A very strong play. This makes a passed pawn. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This evades the check from the queen. This misses a much better move. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. This is the strongest option. This steps away from the checking queen. This is the only good move. This evades the check from the queen. This defends the attacked pawn. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. There was only one good move there. This is the only good move. This steps away from the checking queen. After all captures, this is an equal trade. A clear recapture. This is the only move that works. Right on target. Only one move worked there, and this wasn't it. This is the only move that works. This overlooks an opportunity to move a bishop to safety. This is the only good move. Now white can't stop black from winning material if they make the right move. This is the only move that works. This wins material. Ignoring the threat on the knight, a difficult move to see. That knight was free for the taking. The passed pawn moves towards its goal.